Hey yo, what is up guys? Your boy is back with yet another video, and excuse the Yankee getup, we are getting absolutely shellacked by the Jays right now. I honestly just should just take it off, but I gotta ride with them till it's over with, so we're here till the end. Anyways, today we are talking about John Cena versus Chris Jericho on Raw from 2005. This was Chris Jericho's last match before his 2-year hiatus from the ring. And yeah, so he had wrestled John Cena the night before at SummerSlam. Vince McMahon gave him a call, said, hey, yo, I want you for tonight's show. Chris Jericho said, I'm a working man, baby. And he pulled in. So here we go. Main event. John Cena was facing getting fired in this match by Eric Bischoff, who was at ringside for this whole match. A bunch of security guards came out for this match. I didn't look to see if any of the security guards, I can't really remember that. Like during the match, they didn't really have a too prominent of a role. It was mostly just Eric Bischoff getting involved in the match. So Chris Jericho makes his walk to the ring. This is very, very much the last time you kind of see that old school Chris Jericho kind of look of the early 2000s here. Or his 90, like his WCW run. Like, so this is kind of like the culmination of his WCW run, ECW run, like that whole 90s Jericho is kind of at the end here. He comes out, his hair is at a semi short to long length. It's kind of probably a little bit longer than mine is now, actually. Maybe about the same. Anyways, so Jericho comes out, and then John Cena comes out, and John Cena is an absolute house of fire when he comes to the ring here. Man, like the dude just had so much just personality just oozing off of him when he's coming out here. And yeah, so the match starts. WWE title is on the line. Funny enough, I have to point out, during the match, Jerry the King Lawler did call the belt a hubcap, which is kind of funny. So for all the haters of the belt, which I am not one of them, I personally love the belt. Yeah, so King got a little bit of a hate on it. JR, awesome commentary. Like this is just takes you right back here in Jim Ross commentary here. So yeah, let's talk about the match. The match itself, it was nothing really too crazy. I thought the match was gonna be like insane. It was probably about 15 minutes with a commercial break in there. So the first portion of this match, it was a lot of if you watch my 2002 reviews, a lot of the portion of Jericho just kind of throwing Cena off the ropes, clotheslines from both guys. Yeah, so what was a really cool little throwback in the match here was John Cena went for a roll-up pretty early on in the match. He just did a roll-up, and Chris Jericho kicks out. That's actually how John Cena won his pay-per-view debut match against Chris Jericho, was a roll-up. So it was really funny that he broke that out here in this match. And then anyway, so John Cena, he ends up on the outside of the ring, and I think he's picking up Jericho, and then Eric Bischoff kicks him in the nuts. So yeah, then Jericho had the gnarliest looking walls of Jericho in this match. That like Cena was like beat up from that walls of Jericho. And then so John Cena, he manages to hit FU to Chris Jericho, but Eric Bischoff manages to get Jericho's foot on the ropes, and then Bischoff gets Jericho some brass knucks. Jericho beams John Cena with the brass knucks. John Cena just collapsed like shit on the ground, and then Jericho goes for the pin. 1, 2, John Cena manages to kick out, and John Cena after that manages to get back to his feet. His back is like just completely given out on him. Hits another FU on Chris Jericho, and he picks up the W. So yeah. And then after the match, Eric Bischoff fires Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho gets carried out. And he's like, why? How could this happen to me? So, yeah, that was the last we saw of Chris Jericho for 2 years. And this was in the middle of John Cena's epic first title reign, where he held it for 10 months here. So, yeah, this was a very, very solid performance from John Cena. He had those cool-ass black shorts on. Yeah, he looked really, really good here in this match. So yeah, like this was prime Cena. Like he was in great shape, a ton of youth, ton of energy, ton of just fire in him, and you could just see why this guy just had just captured the hearts of millions. Like you just see that this guy just had it in spades, especially at this time here, and why he had that just next level that someone like a Dave Bautista or Randy Orton just didn't have to be the catapult of the company at that point. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the match, what you thought of I don't know, the Yankees Blue Jays series. Anyways, peace out, guys.